About a year ago, one of my students brought his 5-year-old son with him to the lesson. This young boy was looking at my fish pond when he suddenly got excited, pointed to a plant with these heart-shaped leaves and said, "Dokudami." I was impressed. At his age, I probably knew 3 plant words, like tree, grass, flower. Anyway, I felt that Dokudami must be an important plant if a 5-year-old knows it. So anyway, I searched the net to find out what it is. Turns out Dokudami is a medicinal plant that's been used throughout Asia for thousands of years. Dokudami literally means stop poison. Doku in Japanese means poison, and dami means stop or correct, so stop or correct poison. Many Japanese don't like Dokudami because of its pungent smell, so it's mostly considered a weed or an unwanted plant in my neighbourhood. It grows everywhere. Anyway, some weeks after this 5-year-old came, I was working in the garden and I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I was covered in bites and itches, and suddenly remembered reading that Dokudami helped with insect bites. So I crushed a couple of leaves, get them all juicy, and wiped the juice on the bites. It took like 10 seconds and the itching completely stopped. It seems it was used as a cure-all in past times. Antihistamine, antibacterial, antioxidant. Some people even use it as a beauty treatment. But you know, I take most claims on the internet with a grain of salt, but I still wanted to find out for myself what it can and can't do. I also read that it makes a healthy herbal tea, so I started collecting leaves and washing them and drying them wherever I could, on newspapers, on the kitchen floor, in some little dryers outside. So many locals were keen to get rid of the stuff that I wound up with a huge collection of it. So I hung up a 2-metre squared net and some rafters on the back patio, and that worked very well as a drying rack for larger quantities. So this is how I make the tea. So these tea leaves, they're washed and dried, and you can see I'm quite crude in how I make it. I just push a big bunch of the stuff into my teapot. It's probably 15 grams in there. Pour hot water over it and leave it to steep for about a minute to a minute and a half. Drying the leaves removes the smell that most Japanese don't like. And if the tea's made right, it's quite a pleasant taste. It's not at all astringent. Same as green tea, if you let it steep for too long, it's going to become bitter. As a summer drink, I chill it and it's very refreshing. I also recently found out that it's used in several other Asian countries like India, Vietnam, Korea and China, where the leaves are used in cooking in parts of China, and the roots are stir-fried in another part of China. It's also used as a garnish for food or added to salads. I added some fresh leaves in a salad yesterday. It's a strong taste, but overall not bad. So there you have it. That's Dokudami, a plant that grows almost everywhere in Asia, which isn't particularly popular with a lot of Japanese, but which makes a nice tea and which is my staple for insect bites. Hi. What you doing? Nah.